What's up, brothers? Guys, I have done something so diabolical on this game. The build that I have created, it might get me permabanned. Before we get into the build though, let me just say I appreciate all the support that y'all have given me these past few days. It's been unreal. Like, absolutely absurd. I appreciate all the likes and all the people that have been subbing these past few days. It really means the world to me. Y'all have no idea. But enough with all of that. This build is fucking gross. So we've created a lawnmower build where we just use staff spin. But I think we're going to call this build the B2 Bomber because this shit just drops a nuke on everybody's head. I think on average when we crit, the damage is somewhere from like 10,000 upwards to 13,000. It's I don't understand. But let's get into the video and show you guys what I have done. But disclaimer, we are New Game Plus, but you can do this in your first playthrough. Alright, so to start off, what makes this build so gross is a couple of things. The first thing is ultimately our drink and soaks and our gourd. The 6th relic that you get after completing the game, Unified Minds. The arm guards and helmet that we use. And lastly, the curio called Auspicious Lantern. So the drink that you're using, it is crucial that you're using the Wukong bomb and pair that with 2 tiger relics that will give you 10% crit chance and ultimately the breath of fire, which is going to buff your next unveiling strike damage tenfold. The weapon that we're using is the Stormflash Wukong staff because when we do a charged heavy attack, our weapon then starts inflicting thunder damage on the enemy and then it puts them in a shock state, which makes them take even more damage. If you don't have this weapon, just use whatever has the highest attack, honestly. Now, the helmet that we're using is the Grey Wolf mask because it does more damage to enemies the lower health they are. It's basically an execute. Next, we're going to use 2 pieces of the golden embroidered shirt just because of the passive. Whenever we use a spirit or a vessel, it's going to give us bonus attack damage. I think it's about 27 attack damage. Now, the arm guards are a very important piece to the build. The Oak Ray arm guards gives us crit chance based off of how many focus points that we're consuming, and we are always going to consume 4 focus points. And our last piece of armor is the Golden Greaves boots, just so we can get that 2-piece passive, which gives us more attack damage. Now for the curios, this is the most important curio in the build, the Auspicious Lantern. This curio alone gives us almost 100 attack damage when we use Cloud Step. If you don't know how to get this, you have to kill the 9 lantern head dudes in the Pagoda realm. It's kind of difficult, but there are a lot of guides out there to show you all 9 locations. Disclaimer, if you kill the chief in the tower before killing the 9 lantern head dudes, you will lock yourself out of the quest, so just be careful on that. But then our other 3 curios are going to be the Beast Buddha and then 2 Cat Eye Beads, because this is just going to give us 6% crit and then our crit damage is going to be increased. And this is another vital piece of the build, the Immortal Blessing Gourd, because every time we sip, it's going to increase our attack damage for a short duration. Very important to use this. Now the spirit we're using is the Gorai Daoist. I'm sure most of y'all know what this does, but if you don't, basically it just puts a lantern on the ground, and if you're in this lantern, then it just buffs the shit out of your attack damage. And then the vessel we're using is the Weaver's Needle, just to give us more crit and crit damage. Alright, now for our skill tree. The foundation page, focus on maxing out your attack damage, your crit chance, and your crit damage. And for your stances, max out, just max out the smash dance. Stance is just absurdly broken. And here's where the build gets a little weird. We're using Ring of Fire. And before y'all start asking, why are you using the Ring of Fire? That shit is dog. Nobody uses that. Just give me a second. I'll show you in a minute. Now, Cloud Step, this is our baby. Max it out. And go ahead and max out the boys as well, because vital part of our combo. And for the transformations, I kind of like Cold Edge because it just lowers the cooldown of our Cloud Step, which is nice. Alright, now time for the relics. The relics are finally useful in a build. For your first one, Eagle Eye and Keen Insight. If you're not in New Game Plus, either one of these is great. Second relic, useless. Aha, but the third relic. In one breath, focus points can be charged up to 4 within the Ring of Fire. This is the only reason that we are using this spell. Now for the fourth relic, check me out. Refreshing Taste. After consuming medicine increases the critical hit chance of the next attack. This gives you like 20% crit once you use a medicine. Fifth relic, pointless. And for those that are in New Game Plus and above, Unified Minds. This is going to make our boys hit like a bus when we charge our 4-point heavy in our Ring of Fire. Now before I show y'all how to use this, let me show y'all why this method is so effective. Alright, now let's take a gander at this. On the right side of the screen, you can see where I have 23% crit and 172 damage. Now when we use our spirit, it's going to increase our damage to 258. And now when we do our full combo, which is use spirit, cloud step, ring of fire, drink, and then you would use pluck of many, and then you would drink again, charge a full 4-point heavy attack, and then you get 368 attack damage and 88% crit. But you can get even crazier with it. Check this out. If you use the adept spine shooting Fubon staff, you get even more crit. Now, when you full combo with this staff, it's a little absurd. So Spirit, Cloud Step, then Ring of Fire, and then you want to drink, Pluck of Many, pop a medicine, drink again, and then look at the numbers. 104% crit, 309 attack damage. Gross. I don't even know what 104... How do you get more than 100% crit? Anyways, let's see this in action. Alright, contestant number 1. We got Phase 1 Red Boy. Alright, so the combo is a little complicated. I'm gonna be real with you. It's just how it is. But here, we're gonna wait for him to calm down. We're gonna use our spirit. Now once we use our spirit, you want to cloud step. You know what? I'm just going to let this play through and just watch myself mess up my own combo, but I mean it works. We hit him hard. We gave him a bonk. 4-point heavy. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Keep in mind that we don't even crit right there. If we crit, it's a one-shot. It's gross. But anyways, move on to phase 2. Like, obviously, we completely decimated him. Alright, combo. Spirit. And then Cloud Step. Ring of Fire. In the Ring of Fire, you want to drink your gourd and then summon your monkeys. This would also be a time where you would then take a medicine and then drink again. But we just charged up a 4-point heavy. Running our little lamp thing to give us more attack damage. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's the combo. Let's see one more boss. Alright, contestant number 2. We have the Supreme Inspector. Let's see what happens here. This is a side tangent, but this gotta be the goofiest boss in the game. Bro has a wrist for a neck and then a hand for a head with wings. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But combo, spirit, cloud step, ring of fire, drink, summon your monkeys, and then you want to take a medicine and then drink again and then charge a full 4-point heavy. Run into your lamp to get the damage buff. Hit the boss for whatever number that just said. It just had two different numbers that were critting. I'm not sure what was going on there. But look at the boss's health. We almost skipped phase 2. And I think the phase 2 is scripted. And like what? It's disgusting. Well, that's it for the build, you guys. I hope y'all enjoy it. You leave a like on the video, comment down below what you think, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace!